We're going to dive in here in a second. As soon as we're going to go through some charts. It's been a pretty green day. We're going to see if it's going to continue or if there's going to be some bullishness. We're going to check this out. Just started the stream and I'll let a few people roll in. But as usual, as soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll just get started. So if you want to tap that screen and get it up to 100 likes, we'll just get rolling. We get started when we get to 100 likes. We're going to start off looking at Bitcoin, then we're going to look at Ethereum, and we're going to take requests from you guys to look at charts you want to look at. So tap that screen, get us up to 100 likes, and we'll get rolling. Get us up to 100 likes, and we'll get rolling. We're going to dive into the charts, talk about ApeCoin, which is just massive. We're going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we're going to take requests from you guys, the stuff you want to look at. So we have 0 likes right now. Get us up to 100 likes, and we will get started. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get rolling. We'll start diving into these charts. In case you don't know how to do likes, just tap the screen. Just tap the screen. As soon as we get up to 100 likes, we'll get started. We got 1 like. 99 to go. You can tap. One person can tap the screen. You can tap it as many times as you want. Tap that screen. 2 likes. Let's get to 100 so we can get rolling. I really want to look at these charts. Just waiting. Tap that screen, get us up to 100 likes, and we'll get rolling. Get us up to 100 likes, and we'll get rolling. Just tap that screen. Got a lot of good charts to look at today, that's for sure. You can tap the screen a bunch of times. One person, if you guys didn't know, you can just tap the hell out of that screen. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll get started. Somebody get going, tap that screen. Get us, we're at 2 likes. Get it up to 100 likes and we'll get rolling. Got some really good charts to dive into today. Start predicting about where things are going to go. Let's get it up to 100 likes so we can get rolling. Okay, so, there we go. Now we're starting to go. 17, 32, 47. Get that sucker to 100 and we're going to dive right in, starting with Bitcoin. And then we're going to take requests from you guys about what charts you want to look at. And we'll look at them and dissect them and all that stuff. There we go. Finally at 100 likes. All right, let's start off looking at Bitcoin. So I'm looking at the price chart, of course, here. These lines and colors you see up here are Fibonacci lines. They usually act as pretty solid predictors of support and resistance. Support's like a floor. Resistance is like a ceiling. Support holds floor up. Resistance holds price down. So as we look at Bitcoin here, and of course, we're going to use our Lever Atlas here, our momentum indicator. We are on the 4-hour chart, and it did print a red dot right here. A red dot right here. That typically means a topping out of price action. And we also came to this Fibonacci, these 2 Fibonacci lines right here. So I think there's a lot of resistance right here. But with that, all that being said, let's zoom that in a bit. We did break some trend lines. I would really like to see this come above this. If this could go above this, then we would be setting a higher high, because what we did is we set a low down here, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a lower high, a higher low slightly. If this stays the way it is, it's a lower high. So that's really interesting. In terms of Bitcoin right now, if I were to take a trade, I would probably take a short. But as it's looking, let's go to the 2-hour. Let's go to the 2-hour time frame. Yeah, we're getting pretty sideways here. We've had a lot of sideways, but the most red we've seen in this whole up move. We're getting slight bearish divergences printing right here. Are you guys cool with this screen being sideways like this? I just wanted to show more of the actual screen. You guys cool with that? All right. Let's so this is looking kind of sideways, like it's hit some resistance here. That's what it looks like to me. Let's go to ETH and then we'll start looking at some stuff you guys want to look at. Start taking requests from y'all. ETH is just plunging on through it, went right through these Fibonacci lines. So these other blue lines that I have drawn here are trend lines. We broke this trend line, and now we're on our way up to this. This is a tough zone right here, about 2870, because we have this trend line and this Fibonacci line. And we're starting to see signs of bearish divergence, which means a swing in momentum. So we have momentum going up, but momentum starts to slow down and eventually turns, right? So here's momentum going up and it hits the top and it went down, right? See this little red dot here kind of marks the top of price action, right? You follow the dotted line down, you see that right there, and it goes down. It hits some sideways action, then we go below the zero line. Here we are. Here was a good spot right here. This is a bullish divergence, plus we hit this blue trend line here. I hope you guys are following with me here because this is some pretty good stuff right here. You can see this blue trend line right here. We had this price bottom out and this price bottom out. We had this momentum wave down here and this momentum wave much more shallow here, even though price was about the same and hitting that trend line. That's a pretty strong sign of a bullish divergence. And what happened? Waboom, went straight up, which is great, which is great. I didn't get in a trade here, but I did buy some Ethereum here. What's the price products? You mean this? Well, I'm using TradingView. This is just the TradingView chart. Then I drew some Fibonacci lines in here, and this down here is Lever Atlas. If you guys are familiar with Market Cipher, it's a lot like that, but better, I think. I mean, I made it, so I added some extra features and stuff to it. To, like, for instance, this line here, it points out divergences that happen. Because my trading strategy is really all about divergences. Because when you get into trading, you got to have a strategy and you got to stick to it. You can't be emotional. You got to have a strategy. And sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. As a matter of fact, if you stick to a strategy, you can lose more than you win and still be very profitable. Lose more often than you win. But I definitely win more often than I lose because I stick to a strategy. If you guys want to learn what that strategy is, by the way, the link in my TikTok bio would take you over to a free masterclass to teach you how to trade. And no, trading is not buying low and selling high. You're not buying crypto. You're in trading, you're using the crypto you already have and doing longs, which is you're betting the price is going to go up, and shorts where you're betting the price is going to go down. And when that happens, you actually accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when you guess right. It's not a guess though. When you place a correct trade. So that was ETH. ETH to me is looking a lot like Bitcoin, like it's maybe topping out. It's coming to these trend lines. We've got divergences starting to form, so it's interesting. Let's go to the 4 hour though, real quick. What's that? 240. We printed some tops up here too. It's interesting, but we haven't started printing any reds on the 4 hour, so I don't know. But Bitcoin controls a lot of the market. All right, let's take some requests from you guys. What do you want to look at when we're going to 4K? Sammy, nobody has a clue. Like, you guys, when you ask price target, like price predictions and stuff, like you're wasting your time because nobody knows. Nobody knows. No one can predict the future like that. I mean, not in a short time frame, right? I think it's a lot easier to predict a longer time frame. Like, eventually, Bitcoin's going to hit 100K. When? I don't know. My guess would be within the next 2 or 3 years for sure. Ethereum's going to hit 10,000 eventually. Again, my guess would be sometimes within the next 2, 3, maybe 4 years. And it's just, you just follow the trend and you see that they just go up over time. So really get on the horse, get on the train, the plane, whatever that's just going up. Yeah, let's take a look at Crow. I like that one. Do you guys like this screen being sideways like this, or would you rather have it be vertical? Let me know. Crow's looking bearish. Here's why. So our momentum indicator down here, Lever Atlas. By the way, if you want to get this, click the link in my bio. You can get a free trial of this. So this red dot up here indicates a topping out of price. So why I say bearish is because obviously we hit a topping out of price, but that alone doesn't make it bearish. If you look at this price high right here and this price high right here, you can see that this is higher than this one, but this momentum wave is higher than this one. So that means even though there's more momentum in pushing on this one, it can't even get as high as this one. So that's what we call a hidden bearish divergence, meaning momentum is shifting to the downside. With that said, I like Crow long term, no doubt about that. Let's take a look at Quant. Someone asked about that. Let's see here. Interesting. Quant's looking pretty sideways, isn't it? Looking pretty sideways. I mean, it's basically trading between 118 and like 108 to 118 is basically it's staying in that sideways range. To me, it looks pretty sideways. I think it's going to follow Bitcoin if it's going to make a move. We want to look at VeChain. Yeah, let's take a look at VeChain. Let's go to the Bitfinex. Let's see here. So we had this. This is looking bearish to me also, VeChain. In the short term, of course, in the short term. Because we're on the 4-hour time frame. So each one of these candles represents 4 hours of price action. We have this red dot right here showing us that price is likely topped out and it's probably going to go sideways or swing down. And this red dot all the way up here, this momentum wave, this big momentum wave going up is much higher than this one over here. So why does that matter? Well, because this, you see the top of this is higher than that slightly. So all this extra momentum and push to push this price up, and this is all the higher it could get. So to me, that looks bearish. This is what I would call, not what I would call, what is called a hidden bearish divergence. You want to look at Block? Maybe we can find Block. Maybe Block is on here. Like Blocktopia? Is that what Block is? Yeah, this is kind of looking the same thing, right? You see the same thing going on. You have this little wave here correlating to this price high, this lower price high correlating to this big wave. This looks like a hidden bearish divergence to me also. So I think a lot of the market is going to at least take somewhat of a swing down. I'm not talking about a crash or anything, but it looks like it's topped out and it's either going to go sideways or down. That's what we're seeing with a lot of these right now. Guys, by the way, be sure to give me a follow. Like, I super appreciate that. And I post a lot of good stuff. Like today I posted a 3-minute TikTok video telling you everything you need to know about ApeCoin. Like, go watch that video. Give your boy a follow. I really appreciate that. In Crypto We Trust, just follow me. Thanks, buddy. Opinions on VRA. I don't know much about VRA. Let's look up Jasmy. I don't really know much about Jasmy either, but the last few streams I've been doing, people have been asking about it. I haven't looked into it yet. This is interesting. This is looking bearish to me too here on Jasmy. With that being said, Jesus, Mother, and Mary, this has just been going down, so it looks like finally there was a bounce. Ugh, not something I want to get involved in right now by the looks of it, because a trend is your friend. You follow the trend, and that trend, holy crap. Finally a bounce, but that I don't want to be buying up here. Engine, love Engine. Let's take a look at Engine. Sure, let's go to that. Again, we're on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. Let's see. This is looking bearish too for the same reason. If you guys have been watching, you see this momentum wave here. Again, this tool, some people were asking, this is Lever Atlas. It's like Market Cipher if you're familiar with that. But it's better. I made the dang thing. And I added some extra features and stuff like that. Like these lines are very significant. They show divergences, which is shifting in momentum. Like see, for instance, right here, see how price is going down. Here's this price bottom and this price bottom. Price is going down. But these momentum waves, these correlating momentum waves are going up. That's indicating a bullish divergence with which gives us a high probability of a shift in direction. And what happened? Exactly. And look at that dot. Look at this. Whoop. take a long there, accumulate some free, well, engine in this case, but engine you wouldn't. You would actually just get USDT because it's hard to find an inverse perpetual engine trading pair. If you don't know what I mean, that's fine. I have a free masterclass that teaches trading. Link in my TikTok bio. Go check it out. I will be taking it down soon. But this looks bearish to me. Same reasons as all the other stuff, right? We have this momentum wave going all the way up here, but price only getting to this spot. Like, look at this price way up here. Look at this smaller wave, right? This wave's bigger than this one, but price couldn't get up to here, even though they came from pretty much the same level. So this looks bearish. And a lot of the markets looking like at least short-term sideways or bearish. Yeah, let's take a look at Phantom. I'm a big fan of Phantom. I think that they have the best DeFi ecosystem in crypto. That's where most of my DeFi money is in the Phantom ecosystem. Now, Andre, if you guys are familiar with Andre Cronje, he didn't rug pull us. That's not what it is. He just created some really uncertain things because he left DeFi right after launching this massively hyped up project called Solidly Swap. So to me, Phantom should be above here. I think it broke below here because of really bad news, not because Phantom's bad, but because people freaked out that Andre left, which he really doesn't have much to do with Phantom at all. So I think that Phantom is really undervalued right now is what I think. I think it's very undervalued and basically everything in the Phantom ecosystem. Because look at this. You saw price get rejected off here, but then it crashed through, right? I think that Phantom is an excellent value right now. Thank you for all the follows, by the way. Anyone that wants to follow me, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I just posted a 3-minute TikTok, right, today. You know, it takes a lot of work to post a 3-minute TikTok. Go watch it. It's all about ApeCoin and everything you need to know. Yeah, Pyramid, I agree, man. Phantom is way undervalued. And Beats is amazing. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be having a guest on, Nick Dracone. He is a finance investing in DeFi monster. Like, he is going to be dropping some super gold tomorrow. So be sure to be on here. The stream will start at 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to be on that. If you go to my bio, there's a notification that you can for that event tomorrow also. Math Manifest, do I fool with new coins? Depends, totally depends sometimes, but typically with newer stuff, I have goals. You know what I mean? Like, if I get in, I want to make a certain amount of profit, and then I just get out regardless of where I think it's going to go. I just take my profits, or at least sell a portion of it to break even, or lock in some profit and then let the rest ride. Classic moonbag style. Block and Quanta, your favorite coins. That's cool. In Crypto We Trust. Hey, by the way, in Crypto We Trust, check this out. I launched a store the other day, and I have a shirt that says exactly that. I think, don't I? Yeah, look at this. Click the link in my bio. You can get over here. Check that out. In Crypto We Trust. I got a shirt. Only $25. Only ships in the U.S. though, so hopefully you're in the U.S. Click the link in my TikTok bio for all my stuff, and it'll take you to this page. This is the free masterclass. This is a free trial to Lever Atlas, that momentum indicator, and here is the merch, the shirt store. Get on my text message list, get interest on your crypto, get Bitcoin rewards on your everyday purchases. This is where I trade crypto, YouTube channel. Go check all that stuff out. It's great. Let's get back to the chart. South Florida, yeah. Then I do ship to you. Let's look at another coin. Give us another one. Let's take a look. Someone give me another coin and we'll pull the chart up. What else you guys want to look at? ADA, that's a good one. Let's take a look. I haven't looked at ADA in a while, actually. By the way, give me some feedback. Do you guys like this horizontal style here, or would you rather have the phone be vertical? I decided to try to do this today so I could show the whole screen. TikTok has not been friendly to me because I used to have a flip. I could like flip the camera during the live. I could show this screen and then use my back camera and my front camera on my phone, but I don't know what the heck's going on there. You hate the horizontal? Okay, that's some good feedback. This is something new I wanted to try today. You just turn your phone sideways and you'll be able to see it. Because if I go vertical, you just can't see as much of the screen. But you know what? Let's try. Since that's the only feedback I've gotten, let's just try vertical real quick. Let's see here. Let me just adjust this thing. Come on, sucker. Adjust. All right. All right, here's the ADA chart. All right, there we go. You holding? There we go. ADA chart. Let's take a look. ADA's had a little bit of a swing up. As you can see, let me ask you guys a question. If you could, for free, get Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you could get it for free when the price goes down, would you want to do that? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're interested in that. Because I'll show you how to do that here real quick if you want to hear about it. But give me some 1s in the chat or else I'm just going to move on and dissect this chart. All right, I see a couple 1s. All right, so here's what we do. Here's what I do anyways. There's a lot of different ways to trade. So it's called trading, right? And most people are confused about what that means. And I use Bybit to trade with. That's where I actually trade this type of thing here. Click the link in my bio. You can find a link to Bybit here. Be sure to use that link. You get a deposit bonus. But what we do when we trade is we use the crypto we have. Like say, for instance, I have Cardano here, right? Now, what you do is you look for shifts in momentum because look at this. Price moves in waves. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It moves in waves, okay? So what's really important is to figure out when the shifts in momentum are going to happen, when the waves are going to change. You never know how much they're going to change, but there are signs that show you when they're going to change, right? When I see a shift, when I see that momentum is changing, I don't know if things going to go down to $1 or if it's going to go down to, or if it's going to go down 10%, 1%, 50%, I don't know. But I can see when it's going to shift direction. So let me show you an example here. For instance, we look for something called a bullish divergence, bullish or a bearish, okay? Yeah, that's true. You don't need a VPN for Femex, but I still prefer Bybit. I just do. So right here, right, we have this momentum wave down here. And follow the dotted line up. You see that it goes to this price bottoming out. These green dots mean that price is bottomed out. So you bottom out, right? And then price goes up. That's not what we're doing. If that's all you did on a 4-hour time frame, which is what we're on, that typically fares out pretty well. But right here, right, what we're looking for is a divergence. Here's what that is. So we have this deep wave right here in this green dot indicating a bottom. And of course it went up because of the bottom. And it doesn't print this like way later. It prints them in real time. Like see, here's a red dot right here, right? It prints it. When there's enough shift in momentum, it prints a dot. And so this tells me it's probably going to come down some, especially since this wave came so high. Anyways, back to the subject. But look at this wave right here. See how this one is much more shallow than this wave? So, but you see how price is like the same spot? That is a bullish divergence. And typically this price will come down even low. So what you'll have is price either staying the same by looking at the bottoms, not the tops, looking at the bottoms, right? Because this right here correlates to this wave and this green dot. And this green dot and this wave correlate to this bottom. So what happens is we see shifts in momentum. So price went sideways, right? Down, up, down, and we had a shallower wave. So we have momentum shifting. That is a bullish divergence. Place a trade right here. You just use the Cardano you already have in this case. And what happened? It went up because of the bullish divergence. Same thing over here, right? You have this green dot all the way down here, correlating to this price bottom, price goes up. But then you have this shallower wave, right? And price went down, right? This price bottom and this lower price bottom, a lower low. But the momentum waves are showing up. So that is a bullish divergence. And what happened? Boom. But since we're on the 4-hour time chart, a lot of times if you get a dot printing below this dotted white line or this dotted white line, it'll typically shift, right? So even when we have this dot down here, it went up, right? And we have this dot right here above the white line, it went down, right? So this dot's above the white line too, so it's probably going to go down, but you don't know how far. It might go to here, it might go down to here, you don't know, right? Here's this red dot, there it goes down. Boy, that would have been a really good one to get in. But then you have this red dot here too, and that's really kind of a bearish divergence. Even though this price didn't get to the same level, it's close enough, and these waves are just so different that it's just such a shift in momentum being shown here that boom, goes down. And you do a short here, and what happens is you get your profits paid to you in crypto. Now with Cardano, you wouldn't. You would get paid in USDT. But with Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and some other ones, you get your profits paid to you in the actual coin. So it's an excellent, excellent way to accumulate crypto because it doesn't cost any money. You just use the crypto you already have and trade with it. So anyways, hey, Jill, 235 bunch of numbers. Stop predicting past like all these analysts do. I'm not predicting the past. Look at this. I'm showing you how this thing told us the future. That's what I'm doing if you're paying attention at all. So besides Jill, if anyone else has, wants to learn more about this, go to the link in my bio, take the free masterclass. Okay? And if you want Lever Atlas, there's a free trial for it right now. Let's take a look at a different crypto. Give us another one we want to look at here. Give us another coin. Let's take a look. What are the coins you all want to look at? Bitcoin, we already looked at Bitcoin. Bitcoin looked sideways and probably a little bearish. By Luba, I'm guessing you mean Luna. Let's take a look at Luna. I love Luna. I have a good bag of Luna. And Luna's got a pretty dang good DeFi ecosystem. And UST, their stable coin is, boy, it's looking better and better because they're going to buy like $10 billion worth of Bitcoin, and actually UST will be backed by Bitcoin. That's kind of crazy. But look at Luna, just defying all gravity. Kind of interesting though, looking bearish to me. Maybe sideways, because we have this price high and this price high. It didn't go up too much higher. We got the makings for kind of a head and shoulders pattern here. So I don't know. But again, I want to show you how, because we're on the 4-hour time frame. So each one of these candles is 4 hours of price action. Like, look at how, when these dots go above this white line, like, look at that. Look at this red dot going to here. Take a short, boom. This red dot right here. Take a short, boom. This green dot down here, take a long, boom. This green dot down here, take a long, boom. I mean, this thing's very powerful. If you use the right risk management, you can lose more often than you win and still be very profitable. So anyways, take my free class. Link in bio. FET. I don't know what FET is. I do know what XLM is. Let's take a look at XLM. No, this is Lever Atlas down here. Let's see here. What do we got here for XLM? Let's see here. Yeah, with the stoic RSI, I see why you think that. What these waves are is they are a bunch of those types of indicators all calculated into one momentum wave. And so it's like stochastic, RSI, MACD, all that stuff calculated into one wave, put together into these calculations. So I see why you think that, and you're not far off. How's this looking? Looks like we're coming to a price top out. We have, did a red dot print here? I think it might have, but we can clearly see that we're having trouble getting above this level, right? Price topped out there, price topped out there. It seems likely that price tops out there too, especially since we've been looking at all these different cryptos and their charts. It seems like the market is looking sideways to bearish currently. All I see in TradingView is Atlas. No, this is a private indicator. The only way to get Lever Atlas is right here, right? because it's my own private indicator. I don't have it listed for free publicly on TradingView. Let's take a look at another one. Who's got another coin to look at? DAPX, I don't know what that is. That may not be in here. This DAP store token? Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like the way the chart looks. I mean, just what a massive trend down. And for some reason it has this big spike. That's something I just wouldn't touch right now. I don't know what it does, but this chart just freaks me out. RFox. What is RFox? Red Fox? I wonder what that does. This chart is more normal looking. I don't know what Red Fox does. Certainly trending down, but at least it's a more normal looking chart. Interesting. What does Red Fox do? Anybody know? Yeah, I checked ETH. ETH looked like it was probably topping out, kind of going sideways, maybe a little bearish. That's what most things have looked like so far, in my opinion, from what we've been analyzing here. So Red Fox, we had a red dot print here. The trend is certainly down. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get involved in this one right now. But that's not a coin I trade. I really mostly only trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Because when I trade those are my three highest rated coins to accumulate anyways. And that is the name of the game to me, accumulation. Because that's what whales do and smart money do. Their goal is accumulation. And we're not going to, these prices are going to go up. Demand keeps going up. Supply keeps going down. And it's just like, we got to get it while we can, but we all only have so much of a budget. To me, trading is the most powerful way to accumulate crypto. No doubt about it. Because when I can, especially with this with Lever Atlas down here, that's why I made this thing. When it can show me, like, look right here. Here's a bearish divergence, right? Price is coming down. Momentum is going up. Follow the dotted line up. What happened? It went up. And I'm not talking about buying on Coinbase. That is not what trading is. Trading is different. Again, I use Bybit. Some people use Femex. I prefer Bybit. But when you do something like that, when this goes up, like what's this move here? From here to here, it's a 17% move. Like in that move, you can turn 1 Ethereum into 1.17 Ethereum. And if you use something called leverage, you can turn that 1 Ethereum into dang near into like 3 Ethereum in this little move right here. Did everyone catch that? You could start down here with 1 Ethereum or 0.1 or 0.01, but we'll say 1 because it's an even number. And when it gets up here, it just goes up, 18%, which is this little move right here. You could turn 1 Ethereum into like 3 Ethereum for free. Are you getting that? Go take the masterclass. Go learn about this. It's free for now. Go check it out. Link in my bio will take you here. Give me another coin. Let's take a look at another one. I do have a Discord. I'm going to be getting more active in it, Math Manifest. But I don't have a link for that in here, actually. I should put the link for the Discord on this page. This is my kind of link tree page with all kinds of stuff, Definitely check out my YouTube channel. I'm putting up some really good content up there. And I'm putting a lot of time into doing it. And if you're in the States, definitely get a Voyager account because you get interest on your crypto and you don't need to stake it or lock it up or anything like that. I mean, I get 9% on my USDC coin. I get almost 5% on my Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that gets paid to me in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So definitely check that out. And if you use this link, you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin. That's a big move. I mean, look at the chart. Whoops, let me stop here. You think 18%? Like, look at this. That's just this little move right here. That's all that is. It's not that big of a move. They happen all the time. Coinbase debit card. I have the Coinbase debit card, but I use the Fold card because I get more rewards. Like the Coinbase debit card pays like 1% Bitcoin rewards, and I'm not interested in getting XLM rewards. This is actually really fun too. I usually get back almost 3% in Bitcoin rewards on everything I buy. And you get 5,000 free sats for signing up. So check that out. But yeah, I agree. Like the goal is to accumulate crypto, not any crypto like XYZ poop coin. No, thank you. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, absolutely. Chino, I need to learn how to trade. Well, you're in luck, buddy. Go to my TikTok bio, click that link, and take my free trading masterclass right here. I'm going to be taking it down though, so don't sleep on it. Don't procrastinate. I just convert to Bitcoin. Well, whatever. That's fine too. Although you got to pay fees to do that, I'm guessing. So either way, whatever you want to do, as long as you're using a card, because it's just silly to me to not be getting crypto, especially to me, Bitcoin rewards with your debit cards. I like cashback rewards, be damned. Give me Bitcoin rewards. Whatever most people are using nothing, use something. I recommend the Fold card. That's what I use. I freaking love it. Encourage more viewers. Ta Chappy, thanks for sharing, bud. By the way, if you guys can like share the stream, hit that share button. I really appreciate that. Give me another coin. Let's take a look at another coin. How much money would I put in as a beginner? That's not a question. That's not a question anybody can answer for you. Only you can answer it. I'd say start with an amount you can lose. You know? I don't know what Bryce is, Dion Allen. I don't know what Bryce is at all. We just looked at Engine Coin. Engine looked kind of sideways to bearish. Sand. Let's take a look at sand. Let's see here. Okay, interesting. We did just print a red dot up here on the 4-hour. So it, like most other things, is looking sideways to bearish. And we didn't quite get above this price spot. And again, this wave is so much bigger than this wave. Again, these red dots and these waves correlate to, this price topping, this price high. This bigger wave with a lower high makes me think bearish for sure. So does that mean it's going to go to zero? No. Right here, bearish, and it goes down some. Right here, bearish, goes down some. Right here, bearish, goes down some. Right here, bullish, goes up some, You never know how far it's really going to go. You can just tell when momentum is shifting. At least that's the way I do it. And it's worked pretty well. And if you want to learn my strategy, take my free masterclass. Give me another coin. Let's take a look. We already looked at JASM coin. We already looked at that. That chart is very ugly. That chart was not, that chart scared me. It was like basically nothing but a downtrend. I don't know what JASMI is. But people have been asking me about it, so I would like to know more about it. What is JASMI? If you could tell us in the stream or in the chat what it is. Let's take a look at AMP. Yeah, let's take a look at AMP. Oops. AMP looks pretty sideways overall, doesn't it? I mean, look. Sure, it's going up and down, but really it's trading in this range of kind of 2.5 cents to 3.5 cents, and it's kind of below that. Well, it came back up to it, but we printed a red dot right here on the 4-hour. It's looking sideways to bearish to me, and that red dot is almost above that white line, so not something I'd want to buy right now. If I were trading it, I'd be okay taking a short. I would just set my stop loss to probably 2, where are we at right now? 2.6 cents. I'd probably set my stop loss. Yeah, Gala. Let's look at Gala. I freaking love Gala. Gala is one that I want to get as much of as possible. Because I'm very big on crypto gaming NFTs, blockchain gaming. I'm not a gamer. It's just so obvious to me. Look at this. Now this is a beautiful chart. Do you guys see the trend? Let me draw a trend line for you here. Look at this beautiful trend line. Look at that beautiful trend line there. That's something we haven't seen on a lot of these charts here. Beautiful trend line. This price low is higher than all of these. Keeps going up and it's bouncing right off that line. It is trading pretty sideways though, and we did just print a red dot. But with that being said, we got this trend line. Who wants to learn how to draw a Fibonacci line? Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to see how to draw a Fibonacci line. So all we need to do, because we're in trading view, all we need to do is go over here, click on this, click on Fib retracement, and then what we'll do is we're going to maybe draw a couple. You started at the bottom and you go to the top, okay? So we're going to click down here at this price low. I'm going to pull it all the way over and up. I'm going to line it up with the very top of this move, okay? And as you see, pretty interesting how those lines turned out, isn't it? Look, it's riding right above this fib line and right below here. So this is acting as a really strong support and a really strong resistance. But we have this blue trend line going up. And you see it's respecting that too. So we're really getting squeezed here. Now it looks between this trend line and this Fibonacci line. And this is a golden pocket. If you've heard of a golden pocket, this is the bottom part of the golden pocket. So very interesting what's going to happen here. We did just print a red dot. It seems to me that soon something's going to have to give. It's going to have to break up or break down. This would be, from TA perspective, what would that be called? An ascending triangle. I can't remember if an ascending triangle breaks up or down, because that's not my trading style. My trading style is using Fibonacci lines and Lever Atlas, the momentum indicator, and looking for bullish and bearish divergences. Again, if you want to learn about that, free masterclass. Click the link in my bio. Take the free masterclass. Let's see here. What's the chart of? This is Gala coin, the gaming company. This is a very interesting chart right here. Let me look up ascending triangle real quick. See which way that breaks up. Triangle pattern. See if that's bullish or bearish. See, doesn't that just look exactly like it right there? There, let me pull it up. Doesn't that look like what's going on? Looks like typically it breaks up. Interesting. Looks like typically it breaks up. Because doesn't this look like exactly what we're looking at over here? After I drew that, you see that trend line, you see this red line squeezing it, you see this ascending triangle. Doesn't that look exactly like that? It looks like typically it breaks up. So even though we printed this red dot right here, I think we could go higher. But damn, the momentum's already so high and we're on the 4 hour and everything else looking sideways to bearish. I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. Give me another coin. Let's take a look at a different one. God, I wish I could flip the screen around. I'd like to do Q&A or something where well, it's not so much that you can see me. It's I like to look at the screen, because then I feel like I'm talking to somebody. Maybe you feel like you're talking to somebody. But I need to flip the screen to my front camera so that I can see the questions and stuff like that and comments. We already looked at Phantom. Oh, AVAX. We haven't looked at AVAX yet. Let's look at that. I guess there I am up there. There's me. Yes, I'm a Vikings fan. Feel sorry for me. They're terrible. They're always terrible. Never won a Super Bowl. They've been in the league all 50 whatever years. Never won a Super Bowl. It's broke a lot of hearts though. Let's see here. So it looks to me like we have a pretty strong support right here. We just printed a red dot. Will that red dot stick? By the looks of the other charts we've looked at, my guess would be yes. And we did have, Lever Atlas drew a line for us showing bullish momentum, bullish divergence. I probably wouldn't have taken the trade, though. I probably would have waited a bit because I would have liked to see this more like up here, this type of line. Not this one because it came down more, this one. And then I would have taken that trade. But you see right here, here's a good example. We have this dot all the way up here, this lower dot, lower wave. Momentum's going down as price is going up. And what happens when we hit this one right here? Whammy. And you take a short on the old buy bid account, And what do? You get a bunch of free crypto. That's what happens. And that's literally what I mean. Take my free masterclass. Seriously, most powerful way to accumulate crypto, hands down. Because when you can get Ethereum and Bitcoin for free when it goes down in price, don't you want some of that? Like, don't you want to know how to do that? Like, that's what got me into it, and it's insane. But you can get wrecked. You can if you literally have no clue what you're doing and you would take way too much risk. That's why I have a masterclass. Take it. I show you risk management. The way I trade, I can lose more trades than I win and still be very profitable. Because you got to take emotions out of it. You got to have a strategy and stick to it. And that's what I show you how to do. I'm not going to look up ETH Classic. Avoid, I refuse. I'm sorry. ETH Classic, that's like asking me to look up floppy disk values. Do you know what a floppy disk is? Like, that's what ETH Classic is. It's like a floppy disk or a cassette tape. Like, there's no point in looking up stuff like that when there's new streaming and true hard drives and cloud, you know. I've never traded crypto options. I did used to trade stock options years ago, but I stopped doing that. Why did I stop? I don't know. Not because I lost a bunch of money or something. I don't know why I stopped, honestly. We already looked at ETH PRZ 365. It was looking sideways to bearish. But long term, I mean, you got to be very bullish on Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. Right? Because my whole goal, like when I get in here and trade, you know, and I place my trades, it's not to like take profit to pay rent. It's just to increase the amount of Ethereum and Bitcoin and XRP that I have. Because the name of the game is accumulation. That's what whales and smart money do. That's their goal. That's where I realized, wow, that's the goal to go for. Not to be a whale, but to be smart, to act like smart money. And their whole goal is accumulation. They're not necessarily hardcore hodlers. Don't get me wrong. I'll sell. Like when things hit an all-time high, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I sold a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum near the top back in November. Because I'm like, it's an all-time high. I'm going to sell some. Because it's going to definitely at some point get below the all-time high, and I'll buy it back if I want to. And I'll get more of it for the same amount of money. But I trade all the time because I'm able to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes up and down. Let's look up Algo. Someone asked about Algo because I don't think we've looked up Algo yet. On HNT, I don't have any input on it because I don't know enough about it to give you a educated opinion. See, look at this, called it pretty well. This is the one I would have taken the trade on right here because we have price. Let's scroll this. It makes it a little more pronounced. You can see price bottomed out here. And then we have the shallower wave right here with this green dot to this similarly low price low. That's a pretty good looking, to me, high probability bullish divergence, and away it goes. I'm having some people give me hosting request, co-host request. I'm up for that, but I have no idea who you are. I have no idea who you are, and I'm not just gonna like get a hold of me ahead of time and we can figure something out. But I'm not just gonna randomly throw people on the stream, especially when I'm doing this. So this is looking, hasn't printed a red dot up here, but it's getting up there and it's looking bearish. Again, if you've been paying attention, you'll know why. Because we've got this big momentum wave and we've just got this little itty bitty price raise. It didn't even get as high as this one, right? Look at this little wave down here, but yet the price is higher than over here. Big wave, it's just meeting a lot of resistance. So this looks sideways to bearish to me, but it looks like we got a pretty solid support zone right here. Doge, sure, let's take a look at Doge. I don't really like Doge. I like Shiba a lot more than I like Doge. Oh, look at that. I have a fib chart drawn on it. This here looks like, yep, and look how that played out. Look, same thing as before. Price bottom, right? This wave green dot. A shallower wave and green dot, similar or lower price low. What did it do? That price going sideways or down, Momentum going up, that's a bullish divergence, waboom. But to me, this is looking same thing, like it's hitting kind of a price resistance. We just printed a red dot up here, and it's high enough that I would stay away from buying or taking a long. If anything, I'd place a short, but I'd wait for more data like this. Like this is a clear bullish divergence to me. And right here on this green dot, I would take a long. What would that move be? That move got up, that was about a 5% move. If you did 20x leverage, which I don't recommend, I think that's too risky, but you know, you do you as long as you use proper risk management. If you did 20x leverage, if you had one Ethereum down here and you did a 20x leverage long, by the time you got up here, you would have 2 Ethereum. That you would have got a whole Ethereum for free because the price went up 5%. That's the power of trading. And let's look for a bearish divergence. Because this one went down pretty good, but I wouldn't say Lever Atlas really called this strong enough that I would have taken the trade. This one I might have gambled on because it's a 4-hour time frame, and the price is so high above in the overbought zone. This white line here, everything above it I consider overbought, and down here anything below this I consider oversold. So it's this high above. I might have just taken a shot and said, hey, I'll take a short here. Say you got in, you know, maybe right here. Whew, this is massive. 34% move to the downside. If you did like 10x leverage, you'd turn 1 Ethereum into like 3.5 Ethereum when the price went down. You'd start the trade up here at 1 Ethereum, and by the time you got down here, you'd have 3.5 Ethereum, like 3 Ethereum. You would have got those 2 extra Ethereum for free when the price went down. Are you interested in that? Click the link in my bio. Take the free masterclass. Learn how to do that. Most powerful way to accumulate crypto, no doubt about it. What is KNC? Let's look up KNC. Let's see here. KNC. See, this is one I might have taken a shot on. I probably would have missed. I probably would have lost this one. But I would have had a little stop loss here, and I would have taken a loss, a very tiny loss. And then this one, price going up, you know, this price top here, this big red dot, a lower way with this red dot down here, but yet a higher high. So price going up, momentum going down, that's a bearish divergence. Take a trade here, waboom. Same thing here, because look, price is still going up, and this wave is all the way down here. Same thing, waboom. And I would still probably say that this is looking bearish because of all that, because this wave is so much lower than this one, but yet the price is still higher than right here. So price going up, meeting a lot of resistance. Momentum is slowing down and trying to turn around. I wouldn't take a trade right here. Probably I'd wait for the next wave, but that's interesting. KNC. I don't know what KNC does. I don't know much about it. Hey, you're welcome, Derping. You're welcome. VVS. What is VVS? What is the name of that VVS? I'm not sure what VVS is. Interesting chart. It's only, at least the one I have here, it's only been around for maybe 2 months. Shot up, very interesting, shot up during a bear market, excuse me. And now it's been on its way down. I would expect the trend to continue. Not one I'd want to get interested in right now, just looking at the charts from a trading perspective. Chill Guy to Fly. Also, can you explain after hours trading? How is it possible if market is closed? The crypto market never closes. There is no after hours. Crypto market literally never closes. We already looked up XLM and Doge. I believe they were sideways to bearish, Jim Vine. Thanks for chiming in, though. Everybody, give me a follow if you can. Hit that follow button over there. I really appreciate that, and that really helps support the channel. If you like what I'm doing here, give your boy a follow. Plus, go watch some of my content. I put up a 3-minute TikTok today about everything you need to know about ApeCoin, which actually, you know, we should probably talk about ApeCoin here. Maybe we should do that. So let's go to ApeCoin real quick. Let's go to ApeCoin. Yeah. Let's see, what is their website? Yeah, we'll go here. No, I thought it was CoinMarketCap. I don't want to go Coinbase. Guys, I don't really like Coinbase. If you didn't understand that, like, I don't really like Coinbase. Like, I don't like them. Let's see, what's there? ApeCoin.dev? Is that the website, really? Oh, this is different. This is not that ape coin. I was going to say that price seems way too low. This is probably it. Yeah, this is it. Let's go to their website, apecoin.com. That makes sense. So I want to show you a few things about ApeCoin. This is something I want to, well, let's look at this real quick, the claim. And I'm going to show you something big about governance. You're really going to want to see this. I'm not going to connect my MetaMask. I don't need to read this. So there's only going to be 1 billion. There's only going to be 1 billion ape coins. And they released 15% today. Okay? And they released those to Bored Ape holders, Mutant Ape holders. And you got a bonus, Bored Ape and Mutant Ape. So if you had a Bored Ape, you got, 10,000. Mutant Ape, you got 2,000. If you had a Bored Ape and a Kennel Club, you got 10,950. You basically get about a 900 to 1,000 coin bonus if you have a Kennel Club with your Bored Ape or Mutant Ape. Okay, so between all the people that have this stuff, they released 15%, which would be 150 million tokens. The other, from what I understand, most of the other 850 million coins are basically locked up for a year, right? Let's read this though. To ensure a fair launch of ApeCoin to BAYC and MAYC, the allocation is informed by the difference in floor price between each collection, roughly the month prior to the token claim launch. Bored Ape Kennel Club will be claimed. That's not what I was trying to read. Anyways, from what I was reading, the rest of them, basically the rest of the coins, are locked up for like at least a year. Let's go to governance. Now, this is the big thing to understand, in my opinion. Now, you're thinking, dang, I don't have a Bored Ape. I don't have a Mutant Ape. I don't even have a Kennel Club. Who the heck would want a Kennel Club, though? Now, the ApeCoin DAO, governance. The ApeCoin community governs itself via ApeCoin DAO. The DAO follows a proposal process to vote on how the ecosystem fund will be distributed by the Ape Foundation to promote a diverse and self-sustaining ecosystem. Now, there's been lots of DAOs. This isn't exactly the first DAO, but since it's Bored Ape, I feel very bullish about this. Now, here's the big thing I want to show you. So, by the way, this governance guide is an overview of the proposal process. It's a living document that will evolve and improve with the DAO community's input. Wouldn't it be nice to be part of the community, actually be able to vote? And you're thinking, yeah, that would be great, but I don't have a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape. You don't have to. Check this out. Holding ApeCoin is the only requirement for membership in the DAO. So if you have ApeCoin, you have membership in the ApeCoin DAO, and you get to vote. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Daniel DePavo, can you answer me? I don't really respond well to stuff like that. So I don't know what your question is. I'm out here looking at my screen, trying to go over this stuff with you guys. There's comments flying in. I don't see most of them. So, not personal. Don't get all emotional about it. And I still have no idea what your question is. Jim Vine, did you make millions today? Or are you just saying these people made millions today? What's the buy-in? You mean in terms of ApeCoin? Well, it looks like ApeCoin's currently going for $8.20. Let's look at the chart. It's only been up for 24 hours. The highest they show is 10, but I know for a moment ApeCoin spiked to like $50. And then it went down to $6.20 because this is a big dump, right? All these people that have Bored Apes and Mutant Apes just sold immediately because they don't want to sell their Bored Ape or the Mutant Ape or their Kennel Club thing. They want to hold all that because look at what you give. If you had a Bored Ape, you got a Mutant Ape for free and you got a Kennel Club for free. And now you got a bunch of ApeCoin for free. Why would you ever sell your Bored Ape? And it's a blue chip community. They're just building. They've partnered up with Animoca Brands. If you don't know who Animoca Brands is, yeah, buddy, we're going to get into that in a second because Animoca Brands and Bored Ape Yacht Club are two wagons in crypto, two of the main wagons in crypto I would like to be attached to. Trains, whatever. So then it went up, down, up. Now it's kind of going sideways. Came back down here to 729. Now it's trending up. I will definitely be buying ApeCoin, but I'm not buying it day one. I'm going to see where this thing levels out at, because the hype is just, this is the most hype for something I've maybe ever seen. And they just announced like last night that they were going to be doing the ape coin. So they just dropped it on people. And I love that they did it that way. And again, sure, there's only 150 million ape coin in circulation right now, but there will be 1 billion in total. So when we're talking about $8.30 times 1 billion, the actual fully diluted, the real market cap is 8.3 billion right now. And actually, I think that that's a fair market value. I think that that's probably about right, because I would rather have ApeCoin than Doge. I would rather have ApeCoin than Shiba. Let's go to market cap rank real quick. Let's see where Doge and Shiba are at. Doge, 15 million market cap. I'd way rather have ApeCoin than Doge. Shiba's at 12. I'd way rather have ApeCoin than Shiba. And I'd rather have Shiba than Doge for that instance. So we'd have to go all the way, what I say, about 8 billion. So it'd be down here around Atom. This is some pretty elite area, but I think that ApeCoin definitely deserves to be in the top 20, probably top 15. It certainly deserves to be above Doge and Shiba, in my opinion. So that's the way I'm kind of evaluating it. Jim, I wouldn't say you missed it, man. Like I said, I'm going to be buying ApeCoin. I'm just waiting. I'm going to wait to see how this plays out, right? I want to find price stability. Because I think right now, if you're buying, you're overpaying. Even though what I just told you, I think that even this market cap is probably a little undervalued. So do with that what you will. Like I said, if you think ApeCoin should be worth more than Doge and more than Shiba, then it's undervalued. And I do think that. But I'm also not the biggest fans of these, especially Doge. I really don't care for Doge. I like Shiba a lot more than Doge because they're actually building things. Good God, what are we doing here? We're looking at ApeCoin stuff. My prediction on Doge, your prediction on Doge to get to 25 cents. I don't know. I don't like Doge. I don't think about Doge. About to snag another 100 ApeCoin, abundance attractor. I mean, I don't blame you, because my assessment is I'm kind of thinking Doge and Shiba, and ApeCoin is at, from my estimation, about a $8 billion market cap, $8.3 billion market cap, because there's a billion ApeCoins, even though there's only 150 million in circulation right now. I still want to look at the whole diluted value. And to me, I think it's worth more than Shiba and Doge. So buying at this price doesn't seem crazy to me, but I think it's going to be a bit before people agree with me on my perspective, and I think it's going to come down more. That's what I think. Because there's nothing you can do with this right now. Now let's go to the next thing. Let's go to, let's go here. This website right here, somethingisbrewing.xyz. This is a page set up for the collaboration between Bored Ape Yacht Club and Animoca Brands. If you don't know who Animoca Brands is, let me show you quick. Animoca Brands, they are behind Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie Infinity, tons of other things. Animoca Brands is one of my favorite companies in all of crypto, by far. Fan of Galaxies they're coming out with, this game right here, which looks awesome. But this is them. Let's see, our products. Rev, tons of stuff. They're not even showing most of it because they're investors in a lot of things. Obviously, they're behind Sandbox. I wish they were more braggadocious on their page. They're just not. Yatsu, this is Yatsu. He's the founder. The guy he's extremely well respected and extremely intelligent. So the Animoca Brands and Bored Ape are coming together. That also means that Bored Ape is coming out with some kind of game, and ApeCoin will be the currency within it and for it. So there is going to be utility coming for it very soon. And Yuga Labs, the company behind Bored Apes, has just delivered the entire time they've been around. So I am extremely bullish on this. And like I said, from my own estimation, there's a strong argument that even at $8.30 right now, this ApeCoin is undervalued. because that puts it about an $8.3 billion market cap. And I think ApeCoin should definitely be worth more than Shiba and Doge. And Shiba's at 12 billion, Doge is at 15 billion. So I think ApeCoin should probably be at least at like 15, 16 billion. But with that said, I'm going to be patient and see how this comes out. I'll probably buy a little bit at this price. I think I'd like to see it in the 7s, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to let the hype, the massive, massive hype, calm down. It is, well, I'm on CoinGecko, and it's saying $8.32. So I don't know where your $11 is coming from. I see $8.32. It's been steadily climbing up from here, really, because we're doing, what is this low here? 734, 729. So it's a little bit of a lower low than this, although I don't take these price charts as being as accurate as, say, TradingView. What is the website? Which one? CoinGecko? Oh, somethingisbrewing.xyz. So I went and connected my wallet to this. They also made me KYC. You don't need an ape or coins or anything. You can just go connect here. But it seems like it's going to be very worth it to do that. I did need to KYC on here though. Wish I could turn this thing around and like look at y'all. Or I guess you'd be looking at me more so, but nonetheless, for some reason I feel more comfortable with that. They don't let me flip it around anymore, and I really don't know why. It bothers me. Hopefully they fix that. I wrote TikTok about it and everything. Y'all, this is some risky stuff, like maybe scratch offs is a better investment. ACZ, I think that's a very generalized statement. And I don't really agree with it overall. XRP is good or not. XRP is one of the top 3 things of all cryptos that I accumulate. So I'm very bullish on XRP. Very, 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 very. Look into XRP. You guys heard about the SWIFT system? You know, with the global payments, like Russia being shut off from the SWIFT system and stuff. XRP is going to replace the SWIFT system. Let that sink in. That's what it's doing. Go read about it. Go read about it. Don't take my word for it. Go read about it. But have an open mind. Don't be too bullish or bearish. Just go accumulate knowledge. What's up, chill guy? You're down under. That's awesome. I'll take some questions here, I guess. Yeah, let's do some questions. Look up Libero. I'll look up Libero if you tell me what Libero does. Like, why are you interested in it? I don't know anything about Libero. Tell us about it. Tell us about it, and I'll look it up. What is Goose? I don't know. I'm guessing good 371. You mean what is good? Life, man. Life is good, right? We have a lot to be thankful for. A friend of mine got in a car accident yesterday, a pretty nasty one. Broke a sternum, cracked some vertebrae. Apparently he had a seizure while driving. He's never had one before. You just never know what's going to happen, man. I mean, he's alive, but be thankful for every day, right? I'd say don't get too cranky about much. What is a good crypto to invest in for a nice person? To me, the goal, because I'll tell you, here's what smart money does. Like actual, when I say smart, not like a reference, I mean like big money institutions, smart money whales, smart money. Their primary goal is accumulation of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So do with that what you will. This is a good time to bring up the lifetime of the Bitcoin chart. What do you think the life of the Bitcoin chart looks like? Here is the entire existence of Bitcoin. How's that chart look to you? Right here, July 2010, that's when this chart started. Bitcoin started in 2009. It wasn't measurable because it was like 0 cents, 1 cent. So first time it gets marked here is July 2010. Look at how it's gone its entire existence. The trend has only been up, and this is a logarithmic scale so that you can actually read it. So what do you think? You think it's going to crash after 12 years of nothing but up? Do with that what you will. This is just the volume down there. This is the Lever Atlas chart. You can get the Lever Atlas chart by clicking the link in my description and then getting the Lever Atlas trading indicator. But if you're new to trading, definitely take the free trading masterclass first. How I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. Learn the hack that gets me free Bitcoin and Ethereum when the price goes down for free. Don't procrastinate. I'm going to be taking this down. Pegaxi, that was one that came in my radar a while ago, but I haven't looked into it enough to give you a good opinion. This is the life of Bitcoin. Nothing but up and to the right. I don't expect that to stop. The acceleration of going up has been slowing, that's for sure. But if you understand what it is, you know that it's just going to go up and up over time. So you mean it's better to exchange ETH to Bitcoin? Well, that's not what I'm saying. Let's go look at the lifetime chart of Ethereum. Where's the index? Here's the all-time chart of Ethereum, starting back in August 2015. Nothing but up. So that's not what I'm saying. What I can tell you what I do, and the reason I do it, well, is because I understand the network effects and how much, and the technology and stuff. But in terms of strategy, you gotta, in my opinion, you gotta do what the most successful people do, and to me, that's smart money. Whales and smart money, which are kind of the same thing, and their primary goal is accumulation of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everything they do, mostly everything they do, is to accumulate more and more Bitcoin and Ethereum, because these are finite things. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. I don't know how much Ethereum there's supposed to be, but that's going to be changing to basically probably a deflationary crypto pretty soon, after they actually get the merge, which is what people refer to as ETH 2.0, even though the merge is just a phase of ETH 2.0. So that's what they do. And again, the most powerful way to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum is through trading. This is trading. Trading is not buying low and selling high. Take my masterclass. It's free. Don't procrastinate. I'm going to be taking it down. How you get there? Click the link in my TikTok bio. Which site do you use for those graphics? This is TradingView, tradingview.com. I should probably include a TradingView link on this page too, because that's something that you definitely need. If you want to get interest on your crypto and you're in the United States, I really suggest Voyager. It's what I use. I get 9% interest on my USDC coin. That's a stable coin. It's always worth $1. I'm getting 9% on my dollars. And I get 4.5% to 5% on Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I'm getting free Ethereum and Bitcoin given to me on the first of every month. And then I like this card down here, this Fold card, because it gives you Bitcoin rewards on, everyday purchases, groceries, gas bills. And I've done my research, and this one has the best rewards, has the best payback of any of them. Someone was talking about Coinbase debit card earlier. I have that one. That one's okay, but this one, I've used them both, and this one pays significantly more. The indicator is Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator. I made it originally for myself. If you want to get that, it's right here. Click the link in my bio, take you to this page. You can get a free trial of it right here. But if you're new to trading, definitely take the free masterclass first. ApeCoin chart. ApeCoin's not up on a chart yet. All we really have, it's only been out for not even a day, you know, so this is all we got right here. This thing. That's all we got so far. Can't really read that yet. It's not up here. Unless they put it up. Maybe you are up now. God, it's just, I can't go over a month, so I got to go to like 30-minuter. Look at this. So this is the ApeCoin chart. It's so new that I can't really read it. 15-minute. It's just so new that I can't really get a read on it. I got to wait a few days for enough data to come in for Lever Atlas to give me some stuff, because it's so incredibly volatile right now. But yeah, it's Lever Atlas who asked that. Andrea SC93, thanks for asking. Hey, give me a follow too. It really helps the channel, and I put out a lot of good content. Like today, I put out a whole 3-minute video on ApeCoin. It takes me a lot of time to do that, so there's a lot of good stuff. Hit me up over there. It's a gamble, laugh out loud. You mean ApeCoin? In my estimation, everything in life has some degree of gamble, because what's really guaranteed in life? You know what I mean? Pomsky. Death and taxes. Those are guaranteed. Everything else. Gala, we looked at Gala. Gala looked really interesting. It had a very clear ascending triangle going on. So to me, of all of them, even though most of the market looks sideways to bearish, and Gala did too, but with that ascending triangle and how it was so perfectly doing it, those typically break up. So, but in terms of Gala anyways, I'm very bullish on Gala long term. I'm so bullish on blockchain, crypto, NFT gaming. I'm not a gamer. I haven't played games in years. It's just so obvious to me that that's the first thing that's going to be super mainstream. And I'll give you guys a pro tip. You guys want a pro tip on a gaming NFT that I bought? I bought 2 of them now. Give me some ones in the chat. Tell you what, everyone hit the follow button. I want to see a number of follows come in, and then I'm going to give you this tip. I'm going to show you something that I literally bought yesterday. And that was my second one. I don't even need it. I bought one because I'm going to use it, and the other one I bought just straight up as an investment. I will show you, and I will explain it to you, but I want to see some follows come in. Actually, hit the follow button. I haven't seen one follow come in. I want to show it to you, but you got to give me something. I see a lot of likes coming in, but I want to see some follows. Hit that follow button. I see one follow. Thank you, Vulai. Thank you, Mr. Be Good too. I see a follow there. Crypto King 360 hit the follow. Thank you. Let's see a few more come in, and then we'll get to it. Sure45, thank you very much. One more follow and we'll do it. There we go. Sheed Rack Anthony 33, thanks for following, bud. All right, I'm going to show you something. First of all, I'm going to show you the game, and I'm going to show you what NFT I actually bought. The game, this isn't what I was going to show you. This is new to me. They just put this up today. Because I was on here yesterday, this wasn't here. This isn't the NFT I'm talking about. But holy crap, do I want to get involved in that. Let's look at the game quick. The game is Big Time. BigTime.gg is the site. This is a AAA game. Let's take a look at a game. You know, there's all kinds of cool looking games. This one looks amazing. But let's look at About Us. Let's see who's behind this. Ari Melich. Do you know who that is? He's the founder of Decentraland. And all of these guys here, they come from Epic Games, Blizzard, EA, Riot. They come from games like Fortnite, God of War, Call of Duty, Overwatch. These are some of the most successful games and gaming companies of all time. That's what this game is. This, to me, has a chance to be the first really, really big crypto blockchain NFT game. Now now it's not out yet. You can't play it yet, okay? So I'm going to show you what I bought, and I'll tell you why. We're going to go to OpenSea. I'm going to type in big time. Computer's moving a little slow for some reason. We're going to click on Early Access Launch Collection. Both of these are fine, but I find the best price to be in this collection. You get that blue check mark. You need to see the blue check because it's from Big Time Studios. Here's what I'm buying. These. Particularly, I bought this. It's already up from where I bought it yesterday. With that said, I bought this because these passes, like I said, the game is not out yet. These passes, if you have one of these passes, you get early access to the game. And why is that so valuable? Because in the game, you can accumulate their coin and other NFTs within the game that you can only get by playing. These 3 passes here, gold, silver, and jade. I have 2 jades. I'm going to use 1 jade to play the game, and I'm going to sell the other one at a massive profit when the game comes out. Or at least when the early access passes can be used. Because this is insane. This is going to go for double, triple, maybe 10x what this is once the game actually comes out. And the game is supposed to be coming out soon. Anyways, because just like you saw ApeCoin go bananas, no pun intended today, these passes are going to go ape shite when the game early access date actually gets announced. And it's supposed to be Q1 or Q2. So we're there. It's coming soon. Anyways, so these allow you, this one allows you to be, I think, one of the first like 500 people to play the game. This one's like one of the first 2,000, and this is one of the first 8,000. So these 3 combined, there's only 8,000. You add up all the gold, all the silver, all the jade, there's only 8,000 passes. So by having one of these passes, you get to be one of the first 8,000 people to play the game. And that means you'll get to go in there and accumulate their coin, accumulate other NFTs within the game, and all these things are going to have real value that you can sell in the marketplace. Because if we go back to Big Time, let's go back to the Big Time website. They have a marketplace. Goodness gracious. I'm going to get involved in that. I have some space. Space is their equivalent of like metaverse land, but you really need space to play the game. I'm not going to get into all that. Really go read about that if you want to, because again, I'm not here to give financial advice, but I am here to just give you things I find, and you go do your own research. So this is the open market. Really, this is the market. These have went down a little bit. These initially sold for like 3,200. Now, they were gone before I got to them. I have a rare medium and a rare small. They're going for about what I paid for them. I think I paid $3.99 for this and $2.99 for this. Actually, I might have paid $4.99 for this. Maybe I'm down a little bit on that one, but I definitely paid $2.99 for this. Don't care. As soon as the game comes out and these passes come in, when you can use these to get in the game, everything Big Time is going to skyrocket in terms of demand and price. Not that I'm looking to sell my spaces, but now that they're going to be having this, I'm very interested in that. I'm going to set my calendar for this. I'm definitely going to buy some more of this because wow. So that's what I got. That one right there. That is some real alpha I'm giving you. In particular, that opens the buying those passes, getting to be one of the first 8,000 people to play the game, and you'll be able to go in the game and accumulate all kinds of value, like their actual Big Time coin, which the only place you can get the coin of Big Time is by playing the game. It's the only way you can get it. And there'll be other NFTs that you can get in the game that you can sell that have real value, blah, blah, blah. Like you get to be the first. You get to be in at launch and play all alone, just 8,000 people playing the game for a period of time. Definitely some real alpha here. And I bought this. Again, I bought it yesterday for I think it was like 0.107, I think is what I bought it for yesterday. This is an ETH, but it's on the Polygon network, right? So you would need to have Matic in your MetaMask wallet, okay? You pay with Ethereum, but on the Polygon network, and you just use the Polygon bridge to move your Ethereum over to your from your Ethereum wallet to your Polygon wallet. And actually, when you connect your Ethereum wallet to OpenSea and you click buy, it will bring up a thing that will bridge your Ethereum from Ethereum to your Matic wallet on here anyways. And then you pay the gas fee to move your Ethereum over to Matic. But once you actually buy this, you don't pay any gas, because on Matic, there's like basically no gas. Let's see. Could I gift you some Dogecoin or NFT or something? Crypto King. No. No. Why would you ask? Why would you ask that? No. Just go. Dogecoin is like 11 cents. But I think Dogecoin, I don't like Dogecoin. Sir, I have Solana, Mana, DOT, ACH, AMP, and Shiba. I pretty much like all of those. I don't have any ACH. That's one I should probably look more into. But yeah, I like all those. Thoughts on Jasmy? I don't know much about Jasmy. I've been having people ask me about it. Tell you what am I doing? Let's look it up. I don't know a dang thing about Jasmy, but people keep asking about it. What I can tell you is the price chart looks, terrible. Right? Let's just look at it. Like, the price chart is terrible looking. I mean, it's nothing but down. From November 22nd, it's done nothing but go down until right here, it finally had a little bounce. This is not something I want to get involved in. A new project that's done nothing but go down, that does not look good to me. Oh, hey, Stepdad, thanks for sending me a couple TikTok notes. I didn't catch that. I just see it in the comments here. How do I sell Lido ST ETH? I'm not sure what you're asking, David. And I don't know much about Lido. Thoughts on Ergo? I don't know much about Ergo. I don't know much about it, so I don't have any valuable thoughts to share with you. Do you know about Ergo? Smart contracts, Oracle pools, and a privacy coin all in one. Is Ergo really new? Let's pull up the chart. So it doesn't look like it's super new, but it looks like it's been around for, at least on KuCoin, since August. But it's done nothing but go down. And that was before Bitcoin started going down. So, I mean, it looks like it's found some price stability, but I don't love this chart. But I don't know enough about the project either. Too Low Chess, thanks for following me. Mainnet 2019 founder is a former core dev from Cardano and helped code for Chainlink. Well, I mean, that's a positive. The biggest thing I look for are network effects, in other words, adoption by developers and users. Because that's the thing that really makes value in here. David Cadner, excuse me. Yeah, XRP is one of the main things I accumulate. Because give me a 1 in the chat if y'all have heard of the SWIFT system. It's been in the news a lot. Russia got shut off from the SWIFT system, the global payment. Give me a 1 in the chat if you've heard of the SWIFT system. XRP will replace the SWIFT system. Let that settle in. How does that make you feel about XRP, that it's going to replace the SWIFT system? Does that make you bullish? Makes me jump out of my pants. That's how excited and bullish I get. I don't even know what that means. What's the proof? Finance feeds. Let's read this article from Finance Feeds. In 2019, Swift improved speeds to an average of 30 minutes for half of GPI payments, global price index, I believe, with almost every transaction being completed in less than 24 hours. At the time, Ripple Labs dismissed that upgrade as just a marginal improvement on very old architecture. Are you seeing this? XRP is going after Swift and more things. And Swift can never be as good as XRP in terms of the system, the Ripple system, because it's not crypto. And on top of that, XRP and the Ripple network are literally basically instant, 24/7, and cheaper to send on than Swift. Like, it dominates Swift. Go read up about it. And I think you will wonder why you don't have more XRP. Because Swift knows that XRP is coming for it. So that's why it's trying to do these upgrades. Because this is just this slow-ass incumbent that doesn't really have to innovate because it's just, there's not a real competitor. Now XRP is like Netflix coming after Blockbuster. Is like Uber coming after taxis. Is like Google coming after libraries. Crypto Glenn. Just go do your research, man. Go look into it. Listen, don't take my word for it. Disagree with me all you want. But give yourself the gift of an open mind and go read about it and then come to your conclusion. Because you sound, obviously I sound convinced, right? I sound bullish. And so maybe I'm biased. You sound bearish and biased. I'd say go read about it. And if you find new information that makes you feel more bullish about it, maybe that's a good thing. If you find more that's bearish, share it with me. But other than that, we're just throwing out opinions. Do you really have a Brad Garlinghouse bobblehead? No. No, that's me. My mom made one of those for me for Christmas. It doesn't exactly look like me, but it's close. At one point, you were an XRP 2%er? Well, then you tell us. What do you think about XRP? Do you not think it'll take over Swift? Do you think XRP is worthless? What do you think about it? I agree. I think XRP under $1 like this is pretty good. And I'd say Swift would be the big goal. That's not the first thing that it'll get to use. It'll get to use other global settlement from bank to bank more than it starts to get all the way to the Swift level of being literally like country to country, the big dog. But I think it'll get there. I think, in my opinion, XLM is like it's like XRP, but XRP, I think, I don't know. I just don't think it can compete with XRP. Swift will certainly try to bring their tech to current standards, but I just don't see any tech beating crypto, beating blockchain technology, and particularly the Ripple network, because it's built literally to do this. That's my thought. Yeah, they can keep using that stuff. It's true, they can. But there's a lot that want to move it faster. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, it's one of the ones that I'm mainly accumulating. You bring up some good points, Crypto Glenn. I'm still in the camp that I think XRP, and I'm not like an XRP army person or anything. I just look at it, and it's just such a better solution to the problem. I just don't think Swift and those networks can really, because blockchain is the solution that financial global settlement and transactions have been looking for. It's just a matter of how much the powers that be will fight it, and they'll fight it hard. That's for sure. And people often ask me too about like other layer ones compared to Ethereum. I think Ethereum again just has such a massive network effect, massive head start that the only way that I personally I really see L1s surviving is that they become really, really good at like one or two things, like really good. You know, Phantom is really good at DeFi. Phantom's really good at DeFi. So I see Phantom as possibly surviving and thriving in being a DeFi chain. But Ethereum's network effects are so big that we even have all these layer twos, which are basically other layer ones, getting built just to attach themselves to Ethereum and be solutions for the transaction and gas problems that Ethereum has. So those are like chains on top of chains being built. The network effects are just massively growing. So it's like L1s, they're not even really competing with Ethereum. They're just getting built on Ethereum, you know? So I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I don't see a world where Ethereum's not at worst a major player. And I really don't see a world where Ethereum doesn't do the flippening and get a bigger market cap than Bitcoin and never look back. I mean, I could see Bitcoin drop into number 3. I mean, I could see XRP, honestly, being flipping Bitcoin eventually. Another game I'm really bullish on is Mirandus. I'll pull that up real quick. MMORPG. This is another game that, check this out. Let's go to OpenSea real quick. This is going to be, I don't want to call it a metaverse, but it's a big game. Think of it like World of Warcraft. Whoops, I should have waited. There we go. These NFTs I see as being amazing. These are exemplars, so these are like special in-game players, but the game will be free to play. But look at something like this. Let's go to something better. How about a weapon stand? I can own a weapon stand in the world of Mirandus for currently 0.2197 ETH. Well, why would I own a weapon stand? Because people can buy basic weapons from me. Basic weapons can be purchased here. So I can have a weapon stand running in Mirandus, like a real weapon stand in the real world, but running in this game, and people will be buying weapons from me. So this all of a sudden is a passive income asset. Isn't that crazy? Let me show you something real good. Let's see if we can find a armor stand, woodworking stand. You know, this would sell armor, obviously. This would sell bread. This would sell meat, archery stuff. This forge would actually make like weapons and armor. A camp is where people can rest because they do need to rest in the game. And so it's like having a real campground. A tavern, same thing, but people can get food there too. Players, because their characters also need to get energized. Let me show you something real cool. Temple is where you heal. Jewelry stand. I want to show you a real big one. Weapon shop, large barn, so it can do more. Look at this. Here's a homestead for 36,000 Gala coins. So that would be about $7,200. Here's a homestead. Here's a dock. I really like the idea of these docks, going for about 2.99 Ethereum. So here's what a dock does. A dock, there's only 288 docks in the entire land of Mirandus, okay? So they are limited. This modest dock is small but serviceable. A few small ships can dock here, but larger vessels will need to find a quay, a pier, or a wharf, which are also NFTs people can own. This is a deed, basically, is what this is. So if I have this dock and ships use it, because there's only so many of them, they have to get used, then they will be paying fees to dock and undock. And that will be going on passively while I am sleeping. That's the power of NFTs in gaming. That blows my mind. And this one just seems so... This and Big Time, Mirandus and Big Time, are the two that I am mainly paying attention to. These are a lot of the NFTs. If you're from Mirandus or Big Time, I would love to do a partnership or hell, a sponsorship with you because I'm so bullish on these games. I think they're so, so good. And Mirandus is made by Gala. Large weapon shop. Now, what's the difference between a large weapon shop and a weapon stand? So this is a good selection of weapons here, where the other one was just a basic selection. So there's going to be a higher selection. So to me, the bigger you can go on these, the more profit that's made. Not just revenue, but actual profit. These are businesses. If you're not getting it, here's a ship, the smallest one they offer, the Picard. There's only 484 of those in the entire land of Miranda's. People need those to go off on quests and stuff like that, and come back from quests and go out on their hunts and their missions and their treasure hunts and all that stuff. I'm just so bullish on these games. And I'm not a gamer. I want to make that very clear. I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games. I think video games are a massive waste of time. But when you put this economic aspect in them, not play to earn, play and earn, it is such a massive upgrade from the current model where all the cash flow goes one way. Players spend money and time and they get nothing back other than, entertainment. But to be able to add this economic component, well, then the big game companies are going to lose money. No, they're not, because every time this NFT gets sold, they get a royalty on it. The gaming companies do. So every time this, sells, if I have one and I sell it to someone else, they get a 5% royalty. So they're just getting cash flow all the time from us selling it, from allowing us to be that much more invested in the game. They actually get more too, and we do. Probably going to pop off here pretty soon. Math Manifest 1, please take me serious. I will. I didn't realize I wasn't taking you serious. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Drive Your Life 19, blowing up the likes. Thank you. Any other things you guys want to talk about? Any other stuff? I'm probably going to pop off here pretty quick. We went through a lot today. Be sure to check out the link in my bio. It will take you to this page with a bunch of resources. Here's a free masterclass to teach you how to trade. In my opinion, by far the most powerful way to get Bitcoin and Ethereum, because you can get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes down. This is my trading indicator. You can get a free trial on that. Check out the shirt store. Some good stuff going on. Where's the catalog? We only have 10 shirts right now, but I'm going to be adding more. But they're pretty great. Go check those out. They're only $25. Go ahead and join my text alert club. So when I see good trades, I usually send a message out to the text group. It's free to join that. Get interest on your crypto. If you're in the States, I use Voyager. If you don't want to use Voyager, use something. Get interest on your crypto. This is my favorite. Plus, if you use this, you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin by using this link. I also like the Fold card and Bitcoin reward cards in general. Use whatever one you want. This is the one that I've found that I think gives, not I think, I've used them all. This one gives me the most rewards, most Bitcoin rewards. And it's free to get this card. It's free. Use this link. And you'll get 5,000 free sats right away, but you'll get the card for free, and you'll start getting Bitcoin rewards on your everyday purchases. No application or anything needed. It's just a debit card. You just transfer money to it. It's like a prepaid card, but it gives you Bitcoin rewards. This is where I trade crypto. Use this link, you get a 3.5% deposit bonus. You won't find a 3.5% really anywhere else. That's the best in the business. Most other places are 2.5%, maybe 3%. Check out my YouTube channel. A lot of good stuff on there. Like on Voyager, I get 9% interest on my USDC coin. I mean, that's a stable coin. That's like, instead of money sitting in the bank, whether it's in crypto or not, well, if you have USDC coin, that's technically crypto. So instead of it sitting in the bank doing nothing, I have it at least sitting in Voyager, getting me 9 9% interest. And it's not, I don't have to stake it. I don't have to lock it up. I can move it. I can sell it. I can do whatever I want with it whenever I want. But if I'm going to have money sitting around, I might as well have it sitting here getting me 9% interest. It's free to get on here, but be sure to use this link because you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin by using this link. This is my referral link. I'll get $25 in free Bitcoin too. But nonetheless, I mean, don't use this link. Go just sign up then and don't get $25 in free Bitcoin. Either way, get interest on your crypto somehow, okay? That's my opinion. And then I really like getting these Bitcoin rewards cards because, again, the name of the game is accumulation, right? We want to accumulate as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as possible. And if I'm buying groceries and buying gas and paying bills and I can get some Bitcoin rewards back, that's just free Bitcoin. If I can get interest on my, because you get interest on Bitcoin and Ethereum on Voyager too, and it's actually, the interest is actually paid to you in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And again, none of it's staked or locked up. You can move it and do whatever you want with it whenever you want. So I push the hell out of these two because I use them massively and I believe in them massively. And then again, I really, really strongly believe in trading being the strongest way to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. But you got to learn how to do it. That's why I have this free masterclass. Go check it out. Because imagine that. Imagine getting free Bitcoin and Ethereum when the price goes down. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean a lot, right? Because like, let's go to Bitcoin real quick. I'll show you something. Because you can use leverage too. I'm not going to get into all that here. But like right here, like, imagine you're up here at 67,000 and you do a short. That's a trading term. And you ride it all the way down here to 33,000. It went down 50%. What if you started with one Bitcoin up here? Guess how much Bitcoin you'd have by the time the price went down here if you did a short in trading? You'd have 1.5 Bitcoin. And if you did leverage, let's say 10x leverage, your one Bitcoin would be 5 Bitcoin by the time you got down here. I hope that is exactly what I mean. That should blow your mind a bit. Go learn how to do it. I got the free masterclass. Check it out. Let's see here. Let's see. Will you be involved in my project I'm about to launch? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, I get asked to be involved in a lot of things every day. I haven't said yes to anything yet, so don't take it personal. It would have to be very, very. The project would have to look so good for me to get into it. In that way, it's an exchange. There's lots of exchanges. So what makes yours so special? Again, this isn't personal. This is just a real question. This is what the market will ask and think. Thanks, King Kemet. Glad you're liking it, man. Thank you. I want to emphasize, again, for those of you that weren't paying attention, when the price on Bitcoin here went from like 67,000 down to like 32,000, which is about a 48% move. If you had one Bitcoin up here and did 10x leverage, did a short, when the price came down to here, you would now have 5 Bitcoin. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have that's cool, but I don't have a whole Bitcoin. That's just the example I'm using. You could use 0.0001 Bitcoin up here. It doesn't matter how much. I just used one because it's a good example to show you how powerful this is. I mean, imagine that. Imagine if you 5x your Bitcoin holdings because the price goes down. Go take my free masterclass. It's very user-friendly. I mean, I just want to be honest with you, man. That's not a very good selling point. It's got to be there's just so many exchanges out there. I don't think Pancake's very hard. I don't think it's necessarily, I don't think any exchange is massively user-friendly, but there's just a lot more that goes into it, You got to be able to track liquidity. You have to be able to give rewards for being there that isn't some inflationary thing, like governance tokens, locking it up. Like, it hasn't been figured out yet. Glad you like it, King Commit. And manifest, I mean, maybe you end up panning out. I don't know. But I'm also not an expert on that stuff. And so I'm not like a great person to even team up with on that stuff, because I just don't know enough about it. I would just be shilling stuff anyways, and I don't really like to do that. I only really talk about what I know about. What exchange would you suggest? Well, you will find that in the masterclass, but that's the thing, Komet. You don't. Trading is not. It is not what most people think it is. Trading isn't buying low and selling high, right? Because you can't go on Coinbase and profit from the price going down. Trading doesn't involve you spending money. It involves you using the crypto you already have, right? So if I had a whole Bitcoin and I put it up here and I said, I'm going to do a short, which means I'm saying I believe the price is going to go down. That's all that means. And as it goes down, I profit. My one Bitcoin turns into 2, turns into 3, turns into 4, 5, if I use leverage, that is. But yeah, you'll learn all that stuff in the masterclass. I never try to cover all that stuff in a live stream. That's why I made this is a 90-minute masterclass. It goes very in depth, but yet I simplify everything so it's easy to understand. And again, with trading, it's about having a strategy and not being emotional, as is most things in investing. So I show you my strategy and show you how it's worked for me and how you can copy it. Because I profit, because I mean, like, sorry, I've been on the stream for almost 2 hours. My throat's pretty dry. I profit pretty heavy when the price goes down, more so even than when it goes up. I shouldn't say I profit, because you always profit more when it goes up. Because sure, when it goes up, my one Bitcoin might turn into 2, but the price of each Bitcoin also went up, so I profit more that way. But I'm able to accumulate more crypto faster when it goes down, because as you know, price goes down faster than it goes up. Yeah, Komet, enjoy it. I will be taking it down, so don't procrastinate. Don't miss out on it. You know, this is something that a lot of people charge hundreds, if not, well, $1,000, maybe $1,000 for. Like, and I have it up here for free. I'm going to hop off here pretty quick. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. We'll be having a guest on here. It'll be 10 in the morning Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be having Nick Drakon on. He's got a lot of experience in the traditional and the non-traditional finance space, which would be crypto. His strategies and his understanding and his explanation of DeFi and investing in crypto is fantastic. Fantastic. And I talked him into coming on, so he'll be on tomorrow. You will not want to miss it. Set it in your calendar, 10 in the morning Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So that would be what? March 18th. Is Lever Atlas indicator on TradingView? It is not. Lever Atlas is a private indicator that I made for myself. I do have a free trial running on it, though. So you can click this and do that. But if you're new to trading, definitely take the masterclass first, because if you just go and start trading and not having any education, you're going to get wrecked. I share with you my strategy that works very, very well for me. But no, Lever Atlas is not on TradingView. It is. I mean, but it's an invite only, if you know what I mean. So I have to allow your account to access it. You can't just find it on there. Oh, his name is Nick Drakon. He Drakon, I believe. If you're buying down and it go up, how much will you lose? That's a good question. So in this example, say, and again, I talk about all that type of stuff about how to really minimize your risk in the masterclass. I talk about all that stuff. But what happens is, again, before I get into that, I show you how you can actually lose more often than you win and still be very profitable because of proper risk management. It's all about that strategy I'm talking about. So say I entered, I don't know, say I got in here and I did a short and it went up. Well, you can set something called a stop loss, and you gotta have one, and you just gotta take your losses when you have them, because then you only have 3 scenarios. You have little losses, little gains, and big gains. And that's how we're able to, even if we lose more than we win in terms of frequency, which I definitely win way more often than I lose. But I'm just saying, worst case scenario, you lose more often than you win. If you execute proper risk management, which I show you in the masterclass, you will still you can still be very profitable. Because it's not like, oh no, it's just going the wrong way. Oh my God, there's nothing I can do about it. You can get out of the trade whenever you want, and you don't have to put your whole stack in every trade. I recommend not doing that at all. You just put in an amount. Maybe you put in $10. Maybe you put in $100 worth of your Bitcoin or Ethereum and just trade from there. And I suggest starting out, you start with a small amount, period. Because it's not about getting rich in one trade. When I talk about going from 1 Bitcoin to 5 down here, the reality is I'm not going to get 5 Bitcoin because I'm going to take profits out along the way, right? I'm going to take profit here. I'm going to take profit here. I'm going to take profit here. And I'm only going to have so much Bitcoin left, but I'm going to lock in my profits. And that's part of the strategy, not trying to hit home runs. When you try to hit home runs, that's how you get wrecked, because then you're gambling. You minimize your risk with stop losses. So when you only lose a little bit. And when you make gains, you lock in profits and do it incrementally, right? If I got a whole Bitcoin in here, maybe I close 25% of my position here, another 25 here, and I also move my stop loss. Say my stop loss is up here, which is an automatic trigger that it just closes the position entirely for me. And as with the price moves down, I move the stop loss with it so that I just lock in those profits and I can let the rest ride. And I'm already locked in profit, because if it goes above, if I've moved the stop loss down and the price, say I move the stop loss to here and it shoots back up, it closes the position for me and locks in that profit, and I close the position completely at that point in some very massive profit. Hey, user with a bunch of numbers. I've been going live, I think, every day this week, and I'm going to start going live, I think, every day, Monday through Friday, at like 1 p.m. Pacific time. So what I explained there, it may or may not have made sense to you about taking profits and blah, blah, blah. That's why I made the masterclass. So you can spend more time and really soak it in, okay? And it goes more in depth. Take it. It is free. And because of the procrastinators out there, I'm going to be taking this down. So don't procrastinate. You're welcome, Victor. You're welcome. Yeah, Kemet, I wouldn't say I necessarily go deep into TA, traditional TA. I go deep into the strategy that I use, which doesn't involve a bunch of drawing triangles and wedges and channels. I make it much more simple than that. I look at trends. Obviously, here, look at this. Down trend. So when we're in a downtrend, I'm more inclined to take a short, which is a bet that the price is going to go down and continue the trend, right? And then I use Fibonacci lines, which are very easy to draw. The trading, all you do on TradingView is you just click right here and click Fib retracement, and then you can draw them. I'll show you how to do that also. Sorry, I don't want to actually draw that. And then using Lever Atlas down here to gauge momentum. Like, I make it really simple. look at the trend, look at where the support and resistance zones are, which is what Fibonacci lines are, and then look at the momentum. And when the things line up, we take a trade. Like, let's look at an example. We're on the daily here. I don't want to look at the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. So for instance, on the 4 hour, if all you do is trade, like, see these dotted white lines here, like that dotted white line and this dotted white line? Above this is an overbought zone, and below this is an oversold zone. So if the only thing you did was take a short when you got a red dot here above that line, or a long when you got a green dot below that line, but again, since we're in a downtrend, it makes more sense to look for shorts when you're profiting from the price going down. I mean, look at that red dot. Look what happened. Take a short, wha-boom, whammy. Red dot above the line, take a short, whammy. Green dot below the line, tiny profit, maybe you lost a little bit. But then you look at divergences, right? This price bottom and this price bottom, right? This is a lower price bottom. Price going down, momentum going up, because this wave and dot correlates to this price bottom. This shallower price wave and green dot, momentum wave and dot, correlate to this lower low. That, and it's coming to this Fibonacci golden pocket right here. That is a very strong, what's called bullish divergence. As price is coming down and momentum is going up and you're hitting a strong zone of support, that is a no-brainer, take a long for me, even in a downtrend. And what happened? Went up. Take the masterclass. It's free. To not do it is to screw yourself, straight up. What happened here? What is this? Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I got more messages down here. Sorry, I didn't notice that. I don't use Ichi Clouds. I just try to keep it a lot more simple than that. I keep it way more simple than that. On the text service, you tried to add, but it doesn't work. So you went to here, and all you got to do is send me a message. And it automatically, because I have an auto message there, that it just automatically adds you after you send a message. And then all the alerts you get after that will be from me. But keep in mind, I'm sending it out to a group of people, right? So when I get responses from this big group of people, I don't necessarily respond to everybody. You know what I mean? I send out the info to send out, but I'm not necessarily responding to messages because I get sometimes a whole lot of messages back and I just don't have time for that. Just join. Can we get update? What's happening here? We're winding down. We're talking about trading. I mean, that's the main thing I like to talk about because it's just the most powerful way to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm responding to Kay Hanaz here. He's asking that question. I really suggest taking my free masterclass. You know, my TikTok bio. Just click the link. Take you to this page. Check out the free masterclass. Don't procrastinate. I will be taking it down. I don't have a heavy background in Forex. I don't. I've never done Forex, actually. I used to do some options, but this is a different animal than all that stuff. But there's a lot of the infrastructure, I guess, is very similar. But nonetheless, I just try to keep all this really simple. You know, the main thing I use are Fibonacci lines and Lever Atlas. Because Fibonacci lines show me where strong zones of support and resistance are. And if I can couple that with swings in momentum, which is what Lever Atlas does, it just gives me a very good probability. Is it right 100% of the time? No. Is it right more than 50% of the time? Yes, as long as you follow the right strategy. And that's all you need. Because, again, if I use good risk management, even when I'm wrong, I only lose a little bit. But if I'm using good probability and a real strategy and not being emotional about it, I'm going to win more than I lose in terms of frequency. But even if I lose more frequently than I win, which doesn't happen, but I say that to just be straight up, to alleviate your fear, you can lose more often than you win and still be very profitable, as long as you execute good risk management, which I talk about in the masterclass, obviously. I give you my strategy, and my strategy has worked very well. Let's see if I can find, I guess I don't have it down here. I had it somewhere. I did like 100 some straight trades in a row that were all profitable using this strategy. I like to share what I learn, my crypto trading strategies with people, for sure, Haroon. That's what the masterclass is. It focuses around my crypto trading strategy. Keeps giving you an error that should be 13. I'm not sure what that is. What's going on there? I really am not, because it's just an automated service that I have that adds you to a list so I can message you when I see trade setups. So I'm not sure what's going on there, man. I'm really not. You should just maybe, I don't know, maybe you have to be in the United States. I don't think so, but maybe. What is the indicator that looks like waves? This is Lever Atlas. This is the momentum indicator I use. There's a free trial here if you want to check it out. But if you're new to trading, definitely take the masterclass first. You know, Jaspreet Singh, are you in the United States? I mean, I don't think you need to be in the United States to join this text list, but maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe your phone service is blocking it. That's the only thing I can come up with. Because this is just a neutral, like, send a message and join a list. You're welcome, King Komet. Enjoy the masterclass, man. And yeah, well, what Komet's talking about is at 10 in the morning Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, I'm going to have an investing expert on who has a deep financial investing background traditionally and in DeFi. And he talk about taking emotion out of it. He plans for every scenario. It's going to be very, very enlightening. You will not want to miss it. And he'll be on at 10 in the morning Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, March 18th. So what's that, 19 hours, 18 and a half hours from now, something like that. Oh yeah, Mike Rinaldi. You will have to use, if you're in a country that doesn't allow trading, you will have to use a VPN to set your IP to a country that does. And why don't some countries like the United States not allow trading? Because they don't get any money from it, honestly. They'll say it's to protect the American citizen, but they'll still let you go to Vegas and put everything you want on one spin of the roulette wheel. So it's not for you, it's for them, because they can't get money from it yet because they haven't regulated crypto. And partially because they don't understand it. You're in Canada. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that should definitely work. I'm not sure, man. I'm really not. Dang, yeah. I'm not sure what to tell you there. So, Jas, you clicked this button. I'm on my computer, so it's not working. But yeah, it should just pull up your text message thread like a normal text message. And it'll give you a message, and then you just respond with anything, and it will add you to the list. How do I feel about XRP? XRP is one of the top 3 things I accumulate. Ethereum number 1, Bitcoin, and then XRP. So I'm going to pop off in a second, but I want to run through these resources again. I mean, go through my TikTok bio, go to this link. Maybe I repost these on YouTube also, these videos. So maybe you're watching this on YouTube. I'm just saying this for the future for someone watching on YouTube. And click this link. It'll be in the YouTube description, but the TikTok description here too, bio. This will give you a free masterclass on crypto trading. This is the indicator that I use to trade with. This is my t-shirt store. If you want to get a crypto t-shirt, I'll be adding more to it. They're only 25 bucks. Join the text club, get interest on your crypto. This is only available for people in the United States. I mean, I get 9% on my USDC coin and almost 5% on my Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's paid to me in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So definitely check that out. And this link will give you $25 of free Bitcoin. This is the card I use for literally everything I buy, because I get Bitcoin rewards back, and it gives me more Bitcoin rewards than every other Bitcoin rewards card. And it's free to get this card. And this is where I trade crypto. Use this link, you'll get a 3.5% first deposit bonus. See, this is Bybit up here. This is where I do short, longs and shorts and trade, you know. Then check out the YouTube channel. Maybe you're just for future tense, maybe you're watching it on YouTube. Everyone right now is obviously watching it on TikTok. But any last questions? Oh, the ApeCoin question. We talked about ApeCoin earlier. You know, I bought a little bit of ApeCoin just a little bit. But I'm waiting till price settles. But I'll tell you what I think about ApeCoin. I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to have a crap load of utility, and it's obviously from Bored Ape Yacht Club, the most bluest chip NFT, a group that is just executed, and they're teaming up with Animoca Brands, which is also one of my massive favorites. I mean, Sandbox, Grease Monkey Games, Blowfish Studios, they do Decentraland, Axie Infinity, all this stuff. It's just amazing. So these two are teaming up. They're obviously going to make a game. Bored Ape and Animoca Brands are obviously going to make a game, and ApeCoin is going to be a big part of that. So to me, ApeCoin should be worth more than Shiba and Doge. And when we look at the market caps, because there's only ever going to be a billion ApeCoins. Now, there's only 150 million in circulation right now. So, you know, the market cap is 860 million, so which it's actually higher than that. But anyways, there's a billion ApeCoins that will ever exist. So to me, the market cap is 8.35 billion. Okay. So when we go to market cap rank, here's Doge, 15.5 billion. Shiba, 12 billion. To me, ApeCoin's worth a lot more than Doge and Shiba. So I think it should at least be above Doge. So to me, right now, ApeCoin is looking undervalued. But with that said, because there's only 150 million of them out, and most of all ApeCoins in existence are actually locked up for like at least a year, from what I understand, I think this price is going to come down. I think it's going to come down. And I'm really looking to buy it under $5. That's what I want to buy it at. I want to buy it under $5. And if it gets to $3, I'm gonna go straight ape. I'll tell you that much. And ApeCoin, what exchange is it on? It's literally on every exchange. I have never seen a coin get listed in so many places so fast. It is everywhere. But I think long term, I think ApeCoin is undervalued even at this price, even though it launched and all this hype. I think it's undervalued because of what it's going to do and how many of them there are. Again, I just used the comparison that to me, it seems like it would be much more valuable than Shiba or Doge. And looking at Shiba and Doge's market cap, ApeCoin seems undervalued to me, which I'm surprised about. But again, there's only 150 million ApeCoin in circulation, even though there will eventually be 1 billion ApeCoins. So I'm going off of the 1 billion market cap. But as those get released, which is quite a ways away, from what I understand, I think most of them are locked up for like 12 months. So I did buy a little bit of ApeCoin just because. Not up here. I bought it. Where did I buy it? I think I bought it. I literally bought like a few. They might have been like $8. Because I thought about Doge and Shiba market caps. I'm like, you know, this just seems like it's much more valuable to me than Shiba and Doge. At about half the market cap of Doge. So I bought some. But I think that ApeCoin is going to get under $5. And that's why I really want to buy it. And if it gets to 3 or under 3, I'm going to stack up. One thing that's important to realize too about ApeCoin is by owning ApeCoin, by having ApeCoin, you get to participate in the governance. Read this with me. Check this out. I don't know if anyone's talking about this. And by the way, on TikTok, it took me a lot of time. I made a 3-minute everything you need to know about ApeCoin video on my TikTok channel. Be sure to watch it. One of the main things I highlight is this. Holding ApeCoin is the only requirement for membership in the DAO, in the ApeCoin DAO, where you'll get to vote on things and you're part of the dang DAO. You're part of the group. You don't need to have a Bored Ape. You don't need to have a Mutant Ape. You just need to have ApeCoin and you're part of this DAO. It's your way into the Bored Ape world. So that's massive to me. And this makes me want to hold. Plus they're building a game with Animoca Brands. And if you go to this website, somethingisbrewing.xyz, this is the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Animoca site where you'll need to connect your Ethereum wallet and do a KYC. Now, I hate doing KYC. I avoid it at all costs. But when you got Bored Ape Yacht Club and Animoca Brands working on something together, I will KYC for that because those are two of the most blue chip of blue chip things that anything that they do, I want a part of. Well, I wouldn't say ApeCoin is a meme coin. Not at all, because it's going to have real use. It's going to be, they're with Animoca Brands. They're going to be making a game. And there's real governance. And think about Bored Ape, Mutant Ape. And they also, by the way, own Larva Labs and CryptoPunks now. So they're very established. We'll just say it that way. Those are my thoughts. And Adam, you got to ask yourself, man, Bored Ape Yacht Club, what would they benefit from doing a rug pull? They would lose their entire reputation and everything that they've built. That doesn't make sense to me. The utility is here's one. You're going to be in the ApeCoin DAO. You're going to be a member in the ApeCoin DAO. And I know DAO, but this isn't just any DAO. This is Bored Ape Yacht Club. One of the creme de la creme groups in all of crypto. And they're going to be making a game with Animoca Brands, which is Animoca Brands is like behind the sandbox, Decentraland, Axie Infinity, and many, 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 many more. So, look, Axie Infinity, OpenSea, Dapper Labs, Yield Guild Games, Harmony, Alien World, Star Atlas, Top Shot. Animoca Brands is my favorite thing in all of crypto. So the second that ApeCoin and Bored Ape Yacht Club said that they're going to do something with Animoca and ApeCoin is going to be used in a game and all that type of stuff, that's when I got really excited. Otherwise, I wouldn't be that excited about this. But now I know they already got some massive plans that are not just going to happen, but are in the process and have already been being built before this coin ever came out. And yeah, Coinbank, I hope, like I said, under $5 is my target and under 3 is my major backup to truck target. I want it to go under $3 because I want to get a crap load of it. Animoca Brands, Star Atlas. This is Animoca Brands. That's who Bored Ape Yacht Club has teamed up with to make this game that they're going to make. Sandbox, Axie Infinity, OpenSea. Animoca Brands is behind or involved with all of these things and much more. Animoca Brands is my favorite thing ever. That's exaggerative, but they are whatever Animoca Brands touches is basically gold. they have it like basically a 100% track record on not just winning, but kicking ass. And I want to be part of anything that they do. This is Yatsu. He's the founder. This guy, very highly respected, one of the most intelligent NFT and crypto gaming people there is. And the second I heard that that's who Bored Ape Yacht Club and ApeCoin are teaming up with, I can't tell you how bullish that makes me. Otherwise, I wouldn't care much about the ApeCoin. I like the governance portion, I do. But now that I know that they've already got this in the works, wow. Mike Rinaldi, the NBA Top Shot, has another level coming out on NFTs. It will be amazing. I hope so, because it's getting kind of stale. I bought a few packs today. They did a drop, and it's just like you know you're losing money when you buy them. You know, except for the Elite one. I meant to buy that one. They did an Elite pack and a Standard pack drop today. I missed out on the Elite one because I just forgot, and then I got in time for the Standard one, but I only bought a few of them. I could have bought like 5 or 6, but I just bought like 3 because I'm like, yeah, well, I'm just throwing my money away here because I know that I'm not going to make anything from these. I'm not only am I not going to make anything from these, I'm going to be deep in the red from these packs, and that's why I'm like, Top Shot needs to change something. So whatever you're saying they're doing, they need to do something new and different. They need to add in. Crystal Skulls and Noodles are my latest favorites. I don't know much about those, but I'm open to learning more and more about NFTs. They're such an enigma to me sometimes. Gaming NFTs make a lot of sense. Gaming stuff makes sense to me. Yatsu, that's his name. Y-A-T, first name. And then I think S-I-U is his last name. He grew up in Hong Kong. I'll suggest DraftKings NFT is growing and made a lot in a short time. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm part of NFL All Day too. I'm in that closed beta. It was good at first, but boy, they need to drastically drop the price of those packs because it's almost impossible to even break even on those packs. So I don't even buy them. I didn't even buy them last week. They're not doing a drop this week because they know what's going on too. And they're trying to figure something else out because those NFL All Day packs, good God, they're overpriced now. All right, y'all. I'm going to pop off. Be sure to click the link in my TikTok bio for future people. I will be publishing this on YouTube, so the link will be in the description on YouTube. It'll take you to this page. Free trading masterclass, trading indicator. Get some shirts. Some good stuff on here. You know, join my text club. Get interest on your crypto. It's only available for people in the States, though. Get Bitcoin rewards back on your purchases. Free to get this card. This is where I trade. You know, use this link, you get a deposit bonus. Be sure to use these links because you will get things for using these links. Other than that, I'm out. I will be doing a 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be having a guest on tomorrow with a guy who has a very good track record in traditional finance and DeFi. And like he has great strategies, and he plans for every scenario. Like, you're going to really enjoy it. His name's Nick Dracon. He'll be on at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. All right, y'all, I'm out.